Yeah. You hear that?
Wow.
It sounds good, don't it?
Yeah. Dude, my voice is sexy. Let me just tell you.
That's the first thing everybody notices.
Whoa.
Once again, doing a podcast over here with the homie Hunter from American Speed Shops.
What's going on?
Just real quick before we get started, you can find this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and what's the other one? I always forget which service is. If there's a podcast service out there, you can find it out there, I believe. So, and as you can see behind us, the Bullet WS6 LSX, beautiful engine that we just completed today.
And if you can't see it, it means you just need to watch the YouTube video.
yeah, that video will be out by now. They've already seen that video.
Yep.
So, is there anything you want to talk about before I ask you any kind of questions? Anything you want to say?
No, not really. I mean, I don't really know what to talk about.
You can talk about anything. But let me ask you.
Well, I mean, I guess I could start off with just saying thank you for the opportunity for letting us, sponsor you.
You don't
race
have to
with us
thank
and
me.
Stuff like that.
I should be thanking you.
No. I mean, the opportunity, we're a young shop, and the ability to step into the racing community like where you're already at is invaluable for us, and it really puts us out there. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mutual relationship.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. Without you, without American Speed Shops, I don't think that I would be running where I am today.
Yeah, definitely not.
So he's not afraid to say it.
No.
And I'm not afraid to take it. So
no, you got to be confident in what you do.
What's it like? What's it like running a performance machine shop? Is that where we're the right category?
Yeah, performance-based machine shop is what I tell everybody. Not easy. Not as easy as I thought going into it, and we try to put you in the best position to get that done. And they don't want to do that. They want to go a different route, or they want to, like, the biggest thing for us is reusing parts. Like, I can't tell you the people that come in here and want to, like, reuse lifters or reuse something that just you're not supposed to reuse.
Right.
And they don't want to listen to that, because on LS1 Tech, Solomon Duflunky posted that he's been using stock lifters for 2 years out of a pullout, So that's probably the biggest thing, because here it's pretty much, I mean, the other owner, John, is my dad. And then we have one other guy, but pretty much I'm the guy that answers the phone, takes the money, does the builds, the whole nine. So the hardest part really is just kind of trying to keep everybody in line.
Yeah, I can see that. It makes sense. So how do you, from a business aspect, how do you handle or tackle sponsorships requests?
That's everyone that calls ask for a sponsorship almost.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And, I mean, don't get me wrong, we ask for stuff too sometimes, but I guess it's about how much you race. And if you really want a sponsorship, you need to make sure that you're out there enough to make it worth someone's while, that you're in social media enough where you're actually hitting the events, and you're it's not even necessarily about winning, but just performing at a certain level. I would say that would be the biggest aspect, and I would say the second would be willingness to maybe go a different route.
Do you always find that you're like kind of hesitant and a little bit to expose yourself that way?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, like, we've put ourselves out there before, and with the exception of Andy and you,
we can keep that. Just me.
we don't really sponsor anybody else.
Okay.
I mean, we're from
I'm
now
glad to
on
hear
we're
that.
sponsoring
I'm the flagship of American Speed Shops.
I mean, from now
besides
on,
the Joker Trans Am,
right? Every sponsorship.
I'll be the streetcar class flagship.
So, I mean, with the exception of y'all two, we're sponsoring ourselves from now on, because nobody pushes us like we push us, except for you guys, which has been great. So
that's cool.
I mean, if you're not willing to put yourself out there for whoever's going to sponsor you, don't ask for sponsorship.
I hear you. That makes sense. So yeah, we were talking about cheapest way for a 2002. This guy bought a 2002 WS6. Oh, it actually just says Trans Am. I can't pronounce his name. Deacon Frost of P, I think is what it says. Just got a 2002 TA. What is the cheapest way to make some ponies?
Get air in and get air out.
Air in, air out.
Air in and air out, and then tune it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put a tune in it. I'm sure.
I would tune it.
I guess that's the best way, cheapest way.
Because what would you get off a stock motor, just tuning a stock motor? What, maybe like 25?
25 with headers?
No, just like stock.
Oh, yeah. 25. 25.
Yeah, you might pick up 50, 60 horsepower or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you'd feel that.
This is a good question for you. Silver Z asking, if I were to do it again, let's say we decided to get hair up our ass and we're going to build a 2,000 horsepower LSX motor for the next build or whatever, right?
Do I need to wheel it over here? Visual aid?
That's a secret.
Okay. Don't tell anybody about that. Okay.
If I had to do it over again, would I go with a dart block or an LSX block?
That's kind of a tough question. We definitely do a lot more LSX here than we do dart. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's just kind of more out there, more popular, and everybody wants the LSX.
I went LSX because I thought it would be more cost effective, because I hear that the dart block is like more is required for it to be complete.
Yeah, there's a little bit more that goes into
right?
it. Yeah,
like it's like a half a skirt or something like that.
Right. So you have to clearance stuff and stuff like that. But or clearance the sleeves and stuff like that. I mean, there's a little bit more work goes into it, but I don't think people quite understand how much work goes into a stock block or an LSX block either.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we have a little over an hour just deburring an LSX or a stock block even, but mainly an LSX just due to the oil returns and stuff like that, and really, like your oil pump for example, I know it doesn't have anything to do with the block, but it's even opened up and deburred.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
I would probably, if I had to
Is there any advantage? Like, is there any horsepower advantage or weight advantage to either?
There may be. I don't know the weight on the dart. I know an LSX is on average 225 pounds bare.
Dang, that's a lot.
It's heavy. But I don't know the dart. I mean, I'm sure we could look it up, but I don't know what the dart weight is. There's not really a horsepower advantage to your block. I think it's more about what you do with it in the machining process that's going to give you an advantage.
What about a billet block?
There's definitely an advantage in a billet block. I can think of a couple.
I hear there's one here that I could put my hands on, possibly.
There's one. There's one sitting back there, yeah. You have to ask the man who owns it.
Who would that be?
That would be the Joker.
The Joker Trans Am.
That's the power plant.
I'll put a picture here if you guys haven't seen of that beautiful billet setup. I mean, it is. What's the setup on that, real quick?
So basically, it's an energy manufacturing billet block. It's a standard deck height, 60 millimeter roller cam tunnel. Yeah, it's gorgeous. The block is really nice.
Are you able to like run it like use it as a street setup almost?
You can, yeah. I mean, I believe they offer a watered jacket.
Oh,
version.
they do. They do offer a water jacket version.
I'm pretty sure they do. I had to look, but if they don't, I know they are.
That's suddenly a light pull up here or something above my head.
And I know of some guys that run billet blocks that just run water through the heads, that can really keep it cool enough to run on the street. So,
really? Enough to make a 50-mile street cruise, you would say?
Yeah, like the true street guys. Plenty.
Interesting. Cool. So let's see, where were we? Okay, so a random fan, you might even call him a super fan of American Speed Shops.
Oh, no.
He wants to know if you're going to call out John Dock.
Me?
Yeah.
With what?
I don't know. That's what he's asking you.
I mean, I'll call anybody out. Anything can happen. I'll line it up. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'll line up with that 6-speed street car.
John Dock, if you're watching this, which you may not be,
bring it.
He doesn't watch my YouTube videos anymore.
He doesn't watch mine either.
We tighten these
20 more foot-pounds.
Yeah, we tightened them a little more for you, just like you wanted, baby boy.
20. And then we added an extra one in a secret spot.
Don't bring that Pro Mod either.
Give me That's some bull.
I'm gonna put it out to pasture, get it over with.
Bring every damn farm animal you got. I don't get, where did that come from?
The Camaro?
No, like the whole farm animals.
It started with the Camaro because it's heavy.
Yeah.
So it was a cow.
But he just kept on with it. That's funny.
So it just came on with it.
That's funny. I think he kind of likes us, but after this podcast, he may not. But
nah, he's cool as shit. He's cool as shit.
Yeah, he's a cool
He'll
dude.
get a kick out of it.
I like his videos. So
yeah. John, do you want to come on here and talk a little bit about the Joker?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Feature. feature.
So for everyone out there, I don't know if we talked about this already, but you guys, American Speed Shops, do have a flagship car, the Joker Trans Am. If you guys out there on YouTube want to take a further look at it, either follow American Speed Shops or you actually have a Joker TA
Facebook page
and Instagram, right?
Yeah, and Instagram. Yeah.
So you'll find pictures there, but mostly American Speed Shops is where you want to go. But tell us about that car, because that's I've done a feature on it and it's super radical.
Yeah, it's a '98 WS6 car. That started off as a street car like everything else that everything else everybody has.
Right.
It had a LS2 in it, naturally aspirated street car. That obviously wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
By about 2 months in, so then we started.
Usually the way they start.
Yeah. Then we started playing with nitrous, which is typically the next step.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long after burning the hood up and having a couple backfires. So
but you're pretty young when this happened. So
yeah, actually,
your dad's the owner, right, of that car.
Yeah.
And he used to drive it.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
He still does, right? He's still driver.
Yeah.
Or are you taking over the helm on that?
No, he's the driver. I think he can handle it just fine. He's got more experience than I do. So
okay.
It'll probably be a big learning curve for both of us at the horsepower range we're shooting for.
Okay.
So.
Nitrous car he was driving.
Yeah, and a plate kit, and that didn't go well. And he looked at the guy that was building the car at the time, Charlie at LS Experts, and said, "It's time to do something different. I don't like it." And he was like, "Well, we never built a turbo car. I think let's try it." And, it went to Tick, actually, Tick Performance. They did the turbo kit.
Familiar with Tick guys.
They did we wanted it streetable, 100%, and a single 76, and we'll put a motor in it, and we just wanted to kind of haul ass with that. And now you get a billet block. We just kind of skipped everything else.
Heads, right?
Yeah, mass straight jacket heads and their straight jacket intake.
Badass billet intake.
Yeah, it looks good. It's got a lot of plenum volume, which I think
what
is going to help.
What size turbos?
Twin 88s from board.
Yeah, it's going to fly.
I hope so. We're going to run on methanol, so milky oil, but we'll make all the power. Keep it cool. So it's gonna be bad. We've changed a time or two kind of where we're going with the car, but I think now we've pretty much got it nailed down and we're making some good progress on it.
Do you have any kind of like ETA on it? And obviously we understand that, you're running a business,
right?
So
and that
it's
takes
probably
a lot of
very
time.
difficult.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience to build a business and a car. But I think we discuss it all the time that the next step to take the business to the next level is going to be the car, to really showcase what we can do and really kind of, just prove the naysayers wrong that say you can't do it this way or that way or whatever. So we're hoping by the end of the year to have it going. So that's the goal.
I look forward to that.
That's the goal. What's the game plan for Texas 2K this year? Because we're going to make it down, I think. And we haven't been in years.
Finally.
Yeah, we didn't get to make it last year.
The game plan for Texas 2K is we're going to strategize a little bit, but the Bullet will be ready to compete. Not just race, compete at Texas 2K. We're going to turn it up a little bit.
Hell yeah. And
we're going to compete, but we're going to do it smart and strategize, because there's a lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah, always.
So we just got to be prepared. But we'll be qualifying Friday, qualifying Saturday, and hanging out on Saturday, and then Sunday we'll be ready to roll.
Nice. And are you going to make it, or is he going to?
He's going to be roll racing.
The
plan is to get him roll racing. He's going to be hanging out.
Is he scared to just let go of the trans brake or something?
I think he is.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I saw the Featherfoot videos, so.
Oh, yeah. He can't handle it. He already can't handle it. He wants to go faster, but he can't handle it.
He's scared. Yeah, I'll bring my helmet if he's scared. I'll turn it up and we'll let it rip. I don't know if I can fit in that thing.
We'll just put you in. Oh, you can't. I'm telling you right now.
I saw the dyno video.
Nobody but him can fit in it because he's Gumby. He literally drives like his feet like this. Gas and brake.
Everyone thinks it's all about a dyno number. It's not.
Well, what's your opinion on that?
It's not.
That was quick and easy.
Yeah, quick and easy. No, it's not about the dyno number. You see a lot of the big cars.
I agree.
They maybe break something in or kind of do a shakedown on a dyno. Even the big guys that run on hub dynos, they don't really care about the number. They care about making sure there's not a fuel leak and they crash and burn or something like that. But if you're tuning the track. You're tuning the track. It's not about a number. It's about how well the car works.
The only thing for me, I agree, and I see it the same way, but I also want that milestone. I want to hit.
I could see that.
I went, first it was 500, then we went to 1,000, now 1,500, and then 2,000. That would be my goals.
I can see that. Doesn't Holly have like an estimator on there that you could kind of estimate?
Yeah, it's making some ponies.
It makes like 800-900
before this setup.
Oh, no. So like 1,100 now.
Nah, it's a little more than that.
I guess how can I talk shit when I built it? That's pretty stupid.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit.
That piece of shit, man. We put it on the broke stand. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. The staple and the number, like, yeah, I've got a 2,000 horsepower car. I can see that, yeah. But I think once you reach a certain mile an hour in ET, that's pretty much implied.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree.
That's why I say that. But I don't disagree with what you say at all, because we were just talking about making 600, 650 with my car. I was like, I'd love to get 50 more horsepower.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly.
So,
wait, we're back. We're back.
Oh, okay,
we're back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Got a little connection issue. But
right.
LS Smurf, you are the winner of the giveaway. Not only do you get Bullet WS6 merch, you get your choice of a t-shirt or a Bullet hat, the beanie that is, and you get a American Speed Shop t-shirt.
So you see the back. I don't think we even.
This one's a little used and abused. You don't get this one. You're going to get a new one.
Yeah, you might get this one. It just depends on how many we have left.
Yeah. But that's it, LS Smurf. If you're watching this, you commented on YouTube, reach out to me, please, on Instagram or Facebook, and I will get you hooked up with American Speed Shop's t-shirt and your choice of the Bullet WS6 t-shirt or beanie.
I'll leave a comment on there as well.
Yeah, let him know he won.
We
There's definitely going to be more giveaways, not only from American Speed Shop doing the possibly a short block giveaway, but more joint giveaways in the near future. So make sure you're subscribed to both channels, mine and Hunter's at American Speed Shops.
Definitely. I'd like to catch him in subscribers. That would be cool.
Hopefully we can raise these subscribers. I know you guys are out there watching, aren't subscribed.
But subscribe.
Hit
There's a
that
button
subscribe
there.
Button,
I even put
please.
it so easy in the video. You just got to hit the button in the video.
That's it. All right, so we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for being on the podcast.
Man, I enjoyed it. I kind of want one of these now.
Thank you for providing this bad boy that we're going to go wreak havoc with this year.
Oh, God, it sounded like you said wreck and my stomach dropped.
Not that kind of wreck.
Yeah.
But we're going to make some waves.
Like I said in the beginning, thank you for, letting us take care of you. So
no problem.
I'm excited for this year. It's going to be a big year for us both.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Awesome.
So that's it. We'll wrap it up here and we're going to do what? We're going to do what?
What are we going to do?
My inline. You got to say my inline.
What's your inline?
Oh my God, he doesn't know either.
No, what's your inline?
I always say we're gonna get back to work at the end of my videos.
Oh, and get back to work?
Yeah, we're gonna get back to work.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was like live from Piston Garage or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not doing that shit on podcast.
Perfect ending.
Yeah. So.
Perfect. Great job.